Okay, well that's y'all starting off on a little bit of the wrong screen, but here we are. We are officially live. We got Quinn Ewers is back. Feel free to call in and voice your Texas Longhorns football opinion on Quinn Ewers come back. We can talk Quinn Ewers, talk Malik Murphy, talk whatever y'all want. I'm gonna be live for a little bit tonight. We do have a shout out Roschon Johnson, Deontay Foreman about to take the field on a Thursday night football. That should be fun to watch. Yeah. So again, the link is not in the description. Let me go ahead and put that in the description, but it's in the chat. So if you want to call in, feel free to hit that link. Join the Discord room and let's talk some football. Real quick, let me get that in the description. Real quick, I have it in the description. I didn't have faith in myself. And here, give me 1 second. Can't find my damn wall. Oh, there it is. All right, we are good to go. Yeah, Patrick, it does. It feels good having two quarterbacks. Like I said earlier, look, at the end of the day, I think that we can win with Malik Murphy. I think Malik Murphy is a quarterback that the Texas Longhorns can win with. Are we? Here's the deal. He started out very well, both times. So there's at least that. You'd rather have. I'd rather have him start well and look bad later on than just look flat out bad the entire time. I'm gonna have some dry lips. Gotta keep that Burt Bees. All right. So, the Texas Longhorns. I guess while we're waiting for some people to call in, if people do want to call in, again, link is in the description, link is in the chat, link is everywhere you can find it. But we'll kind of preview a little bit of the game, and then, where is it? Yeah, let's talk about this real quick. What a load of crap. I am so glad we're gone from this. And if you play in any of the old NCAA 14, like any NCAA football game up to NCAA 14, you know what this, like, the BCS, it is the most hopeless feeling. If you remember playing as a kid, you're trying to, get your team to the national championship, and then some other team is just playing well, but for your team is blowing teams out of the water, right? There's no reason why your team shouldn't be in the national championship. They're already going to be national champions. It's video games, it's not real. And then you get snubbed out of the Big 12, not even Big 12 championship, but the cultural championship, because the BCS rankings are that bad. It's just top 4, top 5. There's nothing really to complain about there. But this is something that you saw multiple times in the BCS, is head to head just really gets tossed right out the window. And I'm curious to see how Alabama has a better resume than Texas in the BCS. I would be curious to see, like, how the math breaks that down and how the points get sorted out. But yeah, it's but yeah, big ass computer. And Mason, shout out Mason. Hey, thank you for coming out. Cape, thank you for coming out. Lincoln Riley seriously thinks he can coach PK? No, he doesn't. Anybody that's concerned about PK leaving, I have no concern whatsoever. I think that it would be pretty dumb, it feels like, for PK to leave. You're leaving a school where you have Texas in the top 20, or not top 20, but like I'm saying, we're under 20 points per game scoring. That's a really good defense. You got recruits like Colin Simmons coming in. I mean, I know recruits shouldn't be the entire thing that keeps PK here, but saying you get to coach Colin Simmons and you're an edge coach, that's not exactly something that's going to repel somebody away. Shout out Colton. Hey, Justin, yo, thank you, Justin. Hey, great name. Great name. Absolutely fantastic name. Love it. Colton. I'm not going to call you Cotton. Colton. That's for some other people to do it, but how you doing, man? Love to see you out here in the chat. And again, any of y'all want to call in, call in. We got the call-in show. It's been a while since some people called in. I know it's been a while since I went live, but we are live again, and we're ready. And while we wait, we will go on to do this. A little bit of the TCU preview. Look, when you're talking about this game, Texas should win. Texas should win. Now, there is a little something that we got to watch out for, and let me pull it up. So Doc Texas, he's one of the best Twitter follows that you could ever follow on Twitter for Longhorn Twitter, and he's 100% right sitting here saying, why are we all talking about why is everybody talking about TCU or not? Why are y'all not talking about TCU the same way y'all talk about Kansas State? Y'all gas up Kansas State. Well, there was Texas versus Kansas State over the last few years, since 2012 specifically. We've kind of dominated them. I mean, we were 7-3, so we won 7 of the last 10 matches going into this one. TCU, it's the opposite. They've won 8 out of 3 in the last 11 matchups. This is something that you now. Hey, we did get one. We got one. Our last one that we got was at TCU's home field. So hopefully that trend continues. Happy OU's out of the top 10. Absolutely, Caleb. Absolutely. You look at that, man. I'm trying to be able to get. Let me just get this chat box. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, nope, wrong screen. Okay, y'all seen the line. Texas should win. Okay, that's the. Let's just roll with that. Nope. Okay. I've told y'all so many times. We are a professional stream here. Okay, we're professionals. Nope, we didn't copy that. And I like, again, feel free to call in. Feel free to save me from myself right here. Because I am an absolute bot out here. Oh, wait. Okay, it was just down on below. What is going on? I'm like a grandpa out here. Okay. There we go. It's a little bit messed up. But it's doable. Okay. I just want to see my chat. I want to get my chat out here on these chat-tacious streets. All right. I want to see more Jaden Blue too. That dude is an absolute beast. Real quick, let me go ahead and pull up some statistics for y'all so y'all can understand exactly what Caleb is talking about right here. Jaden Blue, that dude, he's good. He's good. He is extremely elusive. For being 6 foot 191 pounds, this dude can absolutely run between, like, he can handle contact. He can fight through contact. This dude, 3.21 yards after contact on average. That doesn't sound like a lot. For his size, that is certainly noteworthy. That's not far away from 4 yards after contact, which is a pretty good one, pretty good number to have. And he's forcing a missed tackle 0.31 times for every rush. So that's to reference Jonathan Brooks is 0.4. So a little bit less missed tackles forced, but still the point is he's forcing missed tackles. Only 9 on the year, but when he gets an opportunity to carry the football, he tends to do well. Uh, anytime that if you go to weeks that he's had over four rushes, 10 rushes, 55 yards, 5.5 yards per average. 5 rushes, 14, 2.8. Now, a little bit misleading. Or not misleading. He's not saving on red. I was confusing him with the red package. 4 rushes, 28 yards, 7.0 yards per carry. 4 rushes, 44 yards, 11.0 yards per carry. Now, granted, a long of 34 on that 44-yard day. But I'm not taking that 44-yard. I'm not taking the 34-yard run away from him. That was pretty damn impressive. Yeah, I don't think we would have scored in a normal circumstance, and he put the ball in the end zone easily. Yeah, Sark After Dark. Quinn, feel free to call in. Let me see what you hit the link in the comment section right here, the chat section, description, wherever, and let me know your thoughts on Quinn coming back. Tyler Guyton, yeah, TCU dead program. Look, we'll expose this. Okay, so TCU. Let me do this so y'all aren't confused. So TCU, they were a pretty lucky team last year. A lot of people don't realize how lucky they were. And when I'm talking like, yeah, some luck. Okay, let me go to, let me see, y'all can see it right back here. Okay. You know what? Alta, y'all are not getting free advertising. Nope. No free ads here. Oh, his brother's in the NHL? Hey. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. OU under Venables looks like us under Herman. Maybe. Maybe. That's a pretty good... We've been calling him Charlie, but... Hey, Herman might be the best. That might be the one, man. That might be the one. Well, look, honestly, them getting smacked in the natty... I don't think that really had much of a difference on this, because if you look at this, okay? Now, they are one of the unluckiest teams in college football this year. Nope. I'm keep hitting all damn wrong. Where? Okay, no, y'all did not. Okay, hold on. Oh, what? I went to 20. Yeah, okay, there we go. I was wondering. I was like, what the hell? There they are. Yeah. 3.3 rating. Okay? Luck rating. Let's well, and also let's go and show y'all where Texas was last year. We were one of the unluckiest teams in college football last year. One of the single-handed unluckiest teams in college football last year. TCU, one of the luckiest. And if you really want to see just how lucky they are, look, 2.2. That's nowhere near 3.3, okay? 3.4. I'm not going to go through all the years, but I'll just choose a random year right here. 2.5. They were a very lucky team last year, and you can actually go and they've had a lot of years where they were lucky teams, where they had some luck. Luck is not new for the Texas Christian football program. Now, that being said, they're not lucky this year. Okay, seems like look, I know sometimes the quote is better to be lucky than good. You know what? It's better to be good than lucky, because sometimes your luck is going to run out and you got to rely on being good. Ask Texas Christian, TCU, how they are doing well, how they're handling that this year. Not handling it well. Yeah, Bobby, we're not looking at Texas luck rating. Texas luck rating in the past. That is going to set you up for some sad times. yeah. So TCU, one of the luckiest seasons last year. I mean, when you like look at like how they won games, a last second field goal versus Baylor. Like literally run no timeouts, running the team on the field. Credit to them for practicing that situation. But damn, against Baylor, you're now Texas. To be fair, last year we took the ball completely out of Quinn Ewers' hands. We said, "Hey, Roshan Bijan, please, just go win the game for us." Quinn Ewers didn't throw the ball once last year in the fourth quarter versus Baylor. So can't cast stones from a glass house or whatever, but I will clearly. Who's the worst runner-up this year? Oh, yeah, I see. Like, so who's the worst team to follow? Who's the worst following team as a runner-up? I think it's man, that's actually that'd be a good comparison. Let me that'll be a good video. That'll be a good video to do. But off the top of my head, I'm gonna say Texas. I'm gonna say Texas because we we had the talent, right? This was I do have a graphic that I can kind of use to show this. But we definitely had the defensive talent to keep on winning games. And for us to just follow up that season with absolutely nothing, it has to be a letdown because you had Mac Brown as he was a established coach. Texas was good year in year out, all the way through the 2000s. And here's Sonny Dykes. He just takes over a team and year one has success. And part of the reason why in the preseason why I was kind of almost low on TCU was the fact that if you look at teams that have a ton of success in year one under a head coach, they tend to not tend to, but they are certainly susceptible to falling off the next year and falling off big. Look at a Lincoln Riley this year. Lincoln Riley has them year one playing for they're on the doorstep of going to the national championship or going to the college football playoff. They lose. Caleb, he has a Heisman winning quarterback, and how does he follow it up? They've added just a 3-game losing streak. There's a chance they lose 4 games this year. When they were one of the teams that majority of people had them in their college football playoff brackets. It's common. It's pretty common to see a coach have a great first year and absolutely not follow it up. It feels less common to have a coach like a Mac Brown just continue to be good, continue to recruit guys to this team. You look at this, the 2000s, man. And let me do this. Studio. No. I told you I am a professional streamer here, okay? We only do professional streams. Okay. I am trying to figure this out. I'm sorry. If any of y'all want to call in, please. The link is in the comment section. It's pinned to the top. It's also in the description. Tons of links everywhere to go find to go figure out how to call. Hopefully, I've not had anybody calling in. If you call in and you're trying to talk to me, please just type in the chat or call me an idiot, whatever you feel is necessary. We are okay. We're gonna figure this out. Okay, you know what? Here, we're gonna. Okay. So how is it? I'm like, I'm dumbfounded right now. I don't know how I can't move this thing over here. Wow. This is weird. Look, I told you, I'm a professional streamer. This is absolutely. I lost 3 viewers. Yes, that makes a lot of sense. Makes a ton of sense. Okay. I don't know why it was grouping it all together. No clue. But here we are. So as you can see, Mac Brown, he really in the 2000s years, he had a lot of NFL talent. Like, so you're seeing the orange, that's a first round draft pick, yellow, second round draft pick, so on and so forth, all the way down to pink, that's seventh round draft pick. And then you can see the top is offense, bottom is going to be defense on every single row for the years. Here's the problem. After 2009, when you had Jordan Shipley and Colt McCoy leave the roster, Jeff Swaim and Marquise Goodwin. That's it. That now you did eventually get Deontay Foreman on the roster, right? But that was in 2014. That was his last year. In the years 2010 to 2013, the only offensive draft picks that we saw on the team, the only offensive players that we saw get drafted. This is a better way to word this. The only players that we saw on the offense that got drafted in those years, Marquise Goodwin and Jeff Swaim. That's about as big of a problem as I can see. Offense completely fell off. You look at this defense, but this is where I say this is where it's more disappointing for Texas, because for all of you that don't know, I spent the last 10 minutes trying to set this up to be able to answer the question of who was the worst runner-up this year, this year's TCU or the 2010 Texas team. 2010 Texas had Kenny Vaccaro, Aaron Williams, Curtis Brown, Jordan Hicks, Sam Acho, Keenan Robinson, Alex Okafor, Shockey Brown, Emmanuel Acho, Geeston Randall. Not only did we have both the Acho brothers, we also had Alex Okafor, NFL defensive end. We had multiple NFL defensive backs, specifically Aaron Williams and Kenny Vaccaro. You had Jordan Hicks, who is still an NFL linebacker. I think that was way more disappointing. We had somebody jump in. They just jumped right on out. Darn. Hey, if you want to... Oh, no, he just joined the channel. Hey, yeah, so I see you joined. I'm not going to try and read that name. It's a foreign language that I cannot read. Hit the voice. If you come saying some wild stuff, look, I'm going to appreciate the effort for saying all the wild stuff, but it's not going to work. I'll be able to mitigate that by stopping the stream and restarting it, and it won't restart for y'all. You'll see like a skip where I'll just be frozen for a second. So if anyone wants to come in, try and troll me or do anything crazy, you're welcome to. Not going to work. Maybe it will. Maybe catch me off guard, but we'll see. John Curtis, 34-30. Frogs by 2 touchdowns. Okay, so he's saying 34-30 because he thinks that that's going to hurt us. I mean, I'm not sure if you can see by the look on my face, but I'm not really that triggered. Congratulations on your 4-point win. Really, congratulations. Those close wins are really looking pretty fucking terrible now, if you ask me. I tried to tell everybody Oklahoma's fucking ass. Oklahoma is ass. Like, absolutely Terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm cussing, but John's just brought it out of me. This is when you look at how bad Oklahoma is. For us to lose to that team really is a problem because they're terrible. I I mean Cincinnati. It was a 10-6 game for a good portion of the game. Now you can point to Texas and Wyoming. You know what? Wyoming's actually looked like a pretty good team. Cincinnati, have they? Nope. Let's see. And actually, at the end of the day, Texas did pull away. Cincinnati, y'all escaped Cincinnati. Let's see. Y'all also escaped a team by the name of UCF. I thought credit. I thought UCF was going to be pretty good this year. Nope, they're pretty bad. And here's the deal: a defensive team. Y'all are pumping up this defense. 38 points to Kansas. 27 points to Oklahoma State. 29 points to UCF. Nah, that defense is mid at best. Yeah, it's and you know what, the Oklahoma Sooner fan base, man, they really got triggered when I called burnt vegetables a fraud. When I said that they didn't realize I put a thing and he's celebrating, woo, and it's like I made a little caption saying, when your fan base doesn't realize you're a fraud yet, and that one, let me tell you something, that got some panties riled up, okay. Oklahoma fans, that one was the one. That's the one that got the dogs on me. They're playing for, look, to go and show what is happening, right, is they're sitting there trying to say 34-30. Like that's going to hurt us. And the reality is, it's because they think that it's going to do what it did to them. They were hurt. I'm trying to find. I just saw it just a second ago. Yeah, like Caleb just said. Caleb, you nailed it. Right? It will never sound like us saying 49-0, but they think it will. They think it hurts us. The reality is, us saying 49-0 just absolutely, it tears their soul out. It rips them apart. They cannot stand it. They get sick to their stomach. I don't get sick to my stomach when I see that shit. I mean, look. Okay, 34-30. We had a freshman defensive back make some key freshman mistakes in probably the hardest game that you can ask a freshman to play in. Okay, cool. It's definitely not the same as not being able to have a lick of offensive momentum, not being able to stop anything on defense. I mean, they were lucky to get a stop on defense. I remember when Quinn Ewers threw that pick. Oklahoma fans were probably celebrating that thing like they just won the game. It was the only positive thing that they saw. Then they drive the ball down the field. They're actually in the red zone. What do? Halfback pass to Jahdae Barron, and just you could feel it. I was at the game. You could just feel their souls get crushed. The fans that after that point, if you stayed after that point, stayed the whole game. Their side of the stadium got so empty. I have never seen that. And they're sitting there acting like losing 34-30 when the entire stadium is filled because the game is that good. Hurts us that much. No, it doesn't. Last I checked, Texas has everything to play for in their season. Everything is still on the table. Oklahoma. Is that the case for you? No. I haven't seen John Curtis type in here since we started talking about Oklahoma. Seems like he probably got ran off. We'll see. John, let us know if you're doing okay. Let us know if you're alive in the chat. Oh, you started the rebuild year after the Super Bowl with us. Yeah. Oklahoma. It's gonna be a long rebuild for that team. Because the defense, it's just the defense. It's like, where are they in the defensive rankings? You go and you actually, if you were to pull up the Big 12 games, and look. Nope, not Oklahoma State and UCF. Which watch UCF beat Oklahoma State. That would be actually just hilarious. That would be like the ultimate you can't just take one thing for another. Can't Texas beat Kansas 40-14. You can't just take that and compare it directly with Oklahoma. But at the end of the day, you can when you talk about trash talk. When we're just trying to talk some trash to our ugly cousins up north. Yeah, no, I mean, and here's the funny thing is you can tell all their momentum is gone because they've just stopped talking. Right? There's me and this guy. If y'all follow him on Twitter, y'all should. He's one of the OU. He's one of the guys that roasts Oklahoma the most. Legend of Choklahoma. Man, they were. Woo. Yeah, no, Caleb. He saw you type 49 early. He said, "I'm out. But yeah, me and Choke for a while, dude. They were on us. they were every single play. It didn't matter if it was Oklahoma or not. They were comment 34-0, baby. Woohoo! You know, shit like that, and just they stopped commenting for some reason. I don't know. Can't figure it out. Oklahoma defense. Congratulations, you have managed to stay 19.8 under 20 points per game. Like I'm not gonna hype us up for holding teams under 20 points per game, and you not being able to do it, and you being able to do it, and you know, if I'm saying one thing for Texas, I'm gonna say the other thing for the other team. But we're gonna look a little bit deeper in this because I just got a sneaking suspicion. Oh, Choke. Choke doesn't give a shit. Choke is, woo. He'll go in now. Okay. Let me see. Okay, yes. So, oh yes, I see. Let's look at this because y'all deserve to see this. John, please tell me you're here to see this. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this, John. Okay. Here we go. So my face is covering it, but if you were to say their best stretch of football on the defense, where do you think it came? Maybe it came in September or October and November when they played their tougher teams. Or maybe it came in August and September when they were playing the bunch of FCS level teams like what was it? What were these monster schools that you were playing here? Let me see. Arkansas State, Tulsa, SMU. Okay, yeah. Okay. Cincinnati. Was this game? Oh, this game was in September. Last week of September. Okay, so ever since then, y'all have just absolutely gotten demolished, wrecked. 32.3, 27 points per game. I just a little curious to see where they're ranking in points per game in November. Got to go down. Oh, 74th in the nation. Ew. Ugh. That's disgusting. No, Texas is probably worse than this. For me saying that. Yep. That is disgusting. I'm not gonna hide from that. Ugh. That's the passing defense. That's just disgusting. Ugh. But you know what? Texas has done well outside of that. What are we here? 21.3. Where's our ugly cousins? Where are those meth heads? Where are you? Can't even find them. They're so bad you can't even find them. Oh my goodness, 32.3. I was looking for 27.3. I was trying to give them more credit than they deserve. Look. At the end of the day, when your head coach is a defensive coach, the bread and butters of the defense And you can't. I don't know about that. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how y'all do. But yeah, not looking good for our Sooner cousins. They're not our cousins. They're not my cousin. I don't got a single cousin that's a damn Sooner. I don't got anybody that's related to me that's a Sooner. That would be, honestly, probably one of the biggest warning signs in the history of my existence that I need to not hang out with those people, not go visit those people. Wait till they play an SEC schedule next year. What is their SEC schedule? Let's go on and look at that real quick. I don't know. Oklahoma. Wait. Oh, I can do it right here. Huh. Oh, they don't. ESPN. Thank you, ESPN, for not showing the future schedule. Look, and I understand it's not a schedule because the dates aren't set. Who cares? It's an opponent list schedule. People get to. This isn't law. We don't got to be perfect with the words here. General Booty time. No, they'll probably have Jackson Arnold, but look, if General Booty was Booty, I'm just gonna be honest. That'd be fun. That would be fun. The memes would be there. Okay, so hey, Stan Drayton, we need you to come through, baby. Okay, Stan Drayton gonna be facing them. Temple Owls are gonna be heading into Norman, Oklahoma, on August 31st. So they got Temple up first. Houston, Tulane, Texas. So no, it's not a schedule. We're not week 4. Hey, hold on, let me get y'all in here. I mean, y'all deserve to get a look-see at this wonderful piece of scheduling. Let me see. Okay, so basically they got, and it kind of works because it looks like I'm looking at the schedule. Isn't that cool? Okay, it's a professional streamer here. Okay, what up, Sports Jack, Sports Fan Jack? Hey, hit the link in the description. Hit the link in the comment section. And call in. Voice your opinion. We got Quinn Ewers coming back. We haven't really talked much about Quinn Ewers today. Supposed to be, but we're not. Here we are. We're shitting on Oklahoma real quick. So Auburn, LSU, Missouri, Bama, South Carolina, Tennessee, Ole Miss, and then they're wasting no time. They're wasting no time. Maine Black Bears. That is a true SEC November game. Now, hopefully that's not November. Hopefully it's not November. Let's look at what Texas is playing. Okay. Now you can maybe go, oh, well, y'all are playing Vanderbilt. Yeah, but they're in the conference, sir. Going up against a former Texas Longhorn coach, wide receiver coach, Jay Norvell, Colorado State Rams. You got the Michigan Wolverines, the absolute cheaters. That should be interesting because Jim Harbaugh is going to be having some. There's a rumored big suspension or something like that coming on the way. We'll have to see with that. Don't quote me to that. UTSA, they're certainly not a gimme. ULM, that would be a gimme. Oklahoma, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Mississippi State, Texas A&M, Vanderbilt. Look, at the end of the day, Oklahoma fans, they can hide. They got Temple, Houston, Tulane. They might get you. All that. Look, it would be hilarious, okay? How funny would it be if they spent all that time talking crap about Lincoln Riley and USC for losing to Tulane, and then they turn around and lose to Tulane? That would be hilarious. But they are a good team, so that's not a gimme. Uh, so it's not that bad, but I mean, let's be honest. Temple, Houston, and Maine, that should be 3 easy wins for them. Bama, hopefully that's looking like a loss. LSU, hopefully, and oh my God, you're rooting for a loss for you're. Oh, look at how pathetic you are rooting for. Yes, I'm rooting for my opponent, my most hated team to lose. Sorry about it. What are we looking at? Can you see this? Please tell me y'all can see this. Please tell me y'all aren't just seeing nothing blank. Uh, should be highlighted right here. Ole Miss, Tennessee, yeah. So they got a decent schedule. It'll be interesting to see what guys come back and how these teams are looking and all that stuff. But by far, this is the hardest schedule right here. I mean, you got Georgia, you got Michigan. Uh, that's about where the real hardness ends. I mean, you do got some pretty bad teams on here. You got Oklahoma, you got Florida Gators, Arkansas Razorbacks, the Texas A&M Aggies. Then you got some decent teams like the Vanderbilt Commodores, who are a little bit better than those teams that I just mentioned. See if that got anybody. But what's up, Paxton? How are you doing, man? Okay, good. I just want to make sure because I have a tendency to do these things. That that would be funny. Okay, hold on. You've just sparked an idea. Let's look at what the bowl projections are saying. Because I do want to see there's certain limitations to who can play who in bowl games. So when we look at this, okay, here's the big bowl games. Look at this, CBS. Oh wow, Oklahoma. Can you say this? Is it even possible for you to finish up here? Is it even possible? Do you have the possibility to make? I'm sorry. I'm just asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend. John Curtis. You hadn't been here since that one chat. I'm just curious. Oklahoma fans, man, look at that. They're very loud at first, and then they just flutter away. Couldn't be me. I stay loud, whether it's for my own good or not. I tend to have a busy mouth that moves a lot and puts out a lot of stupid shit. Let's see. Pac-12, Mountain Western Conference, Pac-12, Big 12, Big 12 versus Pool, Pac-12 versus... Okay, so right now USC is projected to play Illinois. Okay, well, there is a Pac-12 versus Big 12 right here. But y'all don't have... I just want to make sure I'm not... Y'all are seeing this too, right? How is Mississippi State in a Pac-12 versus Big 12? That doesn't make sense. So, Big 12 versus SEC, ACC versus Big 12, Big 12 versus Pac-12 again right here. The Alamo Bowl. Here's the thing, they may not be good enough to make it to the Alamo Bowl. I'll be damned. They might, yeah. Oh, John ran for sure. Yeah, I'll just kind of maybe he watches back. Maybe he's tries to find something. Can Quinn get in the Heisman race late with 4 TDs over Oklahoma State? No. And I'll tell you why. It's because of injury. You can at this point, you want to be on a winning team. He's on a winning team, but the numbers just aren't flashy enough. And at the end of the day, it's the same thing for Jaden Daniels. Okay, Jaden Daniels, if he doesn't play this week, he loses the Heisman. He's not going to win it. It's one of these things where you need to there's going to be other guys that are going to have a full body of work. That's probably going to look more impressive on winning teams. So I don't think so. Now maybe look, if Quinn Ewers goes out there and he just looks like okay, I'm going first round and I'm going early in the first round. Like if he looks to that level, maybe, but I'm not even gonna even try to think about that happening or banking on it. Yeah, burn orange, but I think it would just like when we're talking about killer games, we're talking about he would have to have the most insane level of production that you could think of. Like think Patrick Mahomes, except for Texas is winning, and yeah, no, you want Heisman moments, right? That you do need the Heisman moment, okay? But there's multiple things that you need. You need to be on a winning team. You need to have that Heisman moment, and you need to not be injured. Bryce Young last year, a great example. You look at, he was on a winning team. He had multiple Heisman moments, but he got injured, and he didn't even sniff the podium. He was probably one of the better football players in college football last year. It's just there's a lot of guys that are probably deserving of the award that are not going to end up as finalists simply because they missed time or they weren't on a winning team. You look at Deontay Foreman, who I'll go ahead and check his stats real quick, see how he's doing. Deontay Foreman, bro, I believe. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure before I say something that could be potentially clipped and then used against me as a Texas Longhorn fan, saying I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know my own team and whatnot. Deontay Foreman, 6 rushes, 31 yards. Roschon's not even getting any run. Damn. Hey. Little Roschon Johnson. Little Roschon Johnson love. Come on, Bears. Die, Bears. Yeah, no. Oh, Quinn will finish above Ollie, but I don't think Ollie's even sniffing the Heisman. When you go to look at records, okay. Ooh, my PC is not. Why? Alright, there's a lot of memory being used up right there. Uh-oh. I'm not gonna lie. Fellas, fellas and fellates, dudes and dudettes, we might be, if this thing just stops, it's because my PC has taken an unexpected shit. Okay. Absolutely insane. We gotta have some tabs open somewhere that we don't know that we got. Oh, just making the trip? I don't know. I think a good game just versus Oklahoma State. No, he'd have to have just. I think still he'd have to have insane games. Leading up to this. It's just, it is what it is. The Heisman Award is one of those awards that it's kind of polarizing because here's one of the bigger problems too. The people that vote for the award, you can't tell me they're watching these games. What they do is they see something on Twitter or they see something on ESPN and it helps form their opinion on things. And it is what it is, but yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. But so to what I was trying to find, Deontay Foreman. Like this is a good example of how hard it is and why you need to be on a winning team to win a Heisman. Ricky Williams won the Heisman on 361 attempts in 1998 with a 2,124 yard season. And I believe when you're talking about yards per attempt, they're not even going to show me. Okay. 6.2 yards. No, that's not. That's over his career. Okay, he was averaging 5.9 yards per carry that year. All right. Deontay Foreman in his 2016 year had 2,028 yards, 6.3 yards per carry, 184.4 yards per game. You compare that to now he did have 193.1 yards per game. Ricky Williams did in his Heisman season, but so he finished just under the bar for that. Okay, that was a Heisman winning quarterback, a Heisman winning running back. Okay, what's the other Heisman winning running back that we've had at Texas? Earl Campbell, 1,744 yards in one season. Deontay Foreman at 2,028 yards finished, I believe, 7th in the Heisman race. And it's not just so when you go and you look at this, okay? And we'll end it off on here. We're starting to kind of lose a little bit. No, he finished 8th in the voting, okay? Now, he did lead the running backs. He led ahead of Christian McCaffrey, led ahead of Dalvin Cook, Donnell Pumphrey. I remember that Pumphrey year. That was good. That was a good year. 2,133 yards. Insane. But, I mean, you look at the guys that he finished behind. Lamar Jackson, obviously. Okay? He was going to win the Heisman. Deshaun Watson, Baker Mayfield, Dede Westbrook, Jabril Peppers. A defensive player. Finished, like, and it's... I understand Jabril Peppers, like he's a... like he's one of those preppers. I understand he played two ways. But not to that amount, right? It was nothing insane. In 2016, he had 27 rushes, 167 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 receptions and 3 yards. It was not like he was this Charles Woodson level dual threat guy. Travis Hunter is far more dual threat than he is, as far as both sides of the football field playing on it. Then you got Jonathan Allen, another defensive player above Deontay Foreman, who at least he had 10.5 sacks. The stat number, there's a stat line for Jabril Peppers. 46 solo, 20 assists, 3 sacks, 1 interception. Deshaun Elliott's had better years than that, and hasn't even gotten in there. So you need to be on a winning team, but for Deontay Foreman to surpass multiple Heisman surpass Earl Campbell's Heisman record. Now I understand 1977, it's a different time era. Okay, it is what it is. But still, Ricky Williams, and I understand 1998 is still a different time era. Yeah. But under 100 yards from that. That should. What up, Harge? How you doing, man? Glad to see you out here. E. Barron. You know what? I might do something with this. I'm still trying to work on it. You know what? I'll say this. This hat was not comfortable at first. But it has gotten, it took 2 weeks, but after 2 weeks and breaking it in. Oh, John Curtis is back. John, you got to rewind, brother. Did you watch? Were you here? Were you here for all this stuff? Cheeky. What up, man? You know what? Look, hey, I'm here for the trash talk, okay? I'm here for it. But you know that ain't gonna happen. Hopefully this. I don't know. I don't know why I had the donations donation should have been live, but you're not going to be able to hear the text. You know what? I'm going to do it anyways. Sorry, you get Texas right no matter what. Games in September don't count all of a sudden. Yeah, I bet they'd have. I bet they would have had a different stance on that if they had come out on top in that game. Dylan Gabriel versus Quinn Ewers. I'm not even going to respond like that. If you think that, yeah, congratulations. Congratulations on having that amazing quarterback that y'all got there. Yeah, so Deontay Foreman to finish behind 2 defensive players, behind 4 quarterbacks, behind 1 wide receiver. D.D. Westbrook did have a great year, though, so I'm not really complaining about that. But Deontay Foreman, he and Christian McCaffrey probably should have finished higher in the voting. But there's no secret that one of the reasons why Deontay Foreman
Cheeky Hobson donated $5 through Super Chat. Run the slate, get the ring. Then prepare to get your kicked by the Aggies next year.
And yes, so the little computer thing did not say that. He is meaning to say get your ass kicked by the Aggies next year. You know what? Hey, Cheeky, I actually want to see this. Because this is something that we don't know. And this is not any trash talk right now. Are y'all going to, in your opinion, do you think y'all replace Jimbo Fisher? If let's just say y'all finish, what can y'all finish? I'll be honest, I have not kept up with it like that, you know. I believe y'all are 5-4. Y'all are 5-4. Okay. Mississippi State. Okay, yeah. So you get to 6 wins. That should be, or not 6 wins, 7 wins. You should be at 7 wins. If you're 7-5, Cheeky, do you think that they fire Jimbo? I don't. I personally don't. I'm gonna be. That's one of those things. I'm like, man, I gotta believe it before I see it. I am not gonna. That's a lot of money. I understand that they only have to pay 25% up front immediately, and then they can defer it. But yeah, no. And so, okay, Gabriel won the head-to-head meeting. Okay. Okay. So, it's nice to know that Dylan Gabriel also plays on the defense as well, John Curtis, okay? It's nice to know that Dylan Gabriel plays every single position on the football field. And it was Dylan Gabriel who won the football game and not any other players for y'all. It's not like Dylan Gabriel was absolutely mid up until... Really, he was even mid then. I mean, I'm not going to award a guy. I'm not going to reward a guy and say, hey, you look great, when there was a gigantic lane that my grandpa could have ran through. My grandpa, a lefty passer as well. He's a lefty. He could have thrown the football and hit those wide receivers running wide open that were literally, and I mean literally, this is not being figurative or anything, literally not covered. Wide open. So without that, you don't get to type your little 34 and 30 and all that stuff. So it's just, congratulations. It really. I know that 49-0 really did hurt y'all. 50-50. Our donors, supporters have no patience for, yeah. Yeah, but here's the deal. I think that also he has an excuse of the quarterback was injured. There's multiple excuses that he can fall back on. No one looks deserving for the Heisman Trophy, but if Ollie Gordon and besides Ollie Gordon, but if Oklahoma State has 2 losses and Quinn wins out and wins the Big 12 championship, how do you not keep Quinn out of Heisman talk? I don't think he's going to be a finalist. I don't, and I think it's because he missed 2 games. It is what it is. You just cannot miss games and win the Heisman. It just sucks. It's one of those awards. And also, so here's the deal. This is it's perception matters. So, John Curtis, there's actually a good amount of people that are not Oklahoma fans, that are not Texas fans. They have no idea, and they just saw that Oklahoma won the game. They saw the last drive, and they go, wow, Dylan Gabriel's great. Dylan Gabriel's amazing. Okay. What would you rather have? Would you rather have 23 of 38 for 285 yards, 1 touchdown, or 31 of 37, 346, 1 touchdown? Now, there are 2 interceptions, but you can go ahead and say that one of those interceptions didn't even do anything to you. I understand he did have 14 carries, 113 yards, 1 touchdown, but like I pointed out in the past, over 50% of his rushing yards came in 2 rushes in the last. So people are wondering, why did we not spy? Why did Texas not spy Dylan Gabriel? And it's because there was no reason to. He hadn't been effective on the ground at all up until the very end of the game, when we had guys blow gap assignments and left a gigantic hole wide open for him to run through. And he scampered, took it. Credit where credit's due. He recognized it and took it. And yeah, but Dylan Gabriel also, before that drive, he was, barely above 50% completion percentage. Just an absolute middling yards per attempt. Yeah, Dylan Gabriel. Look, if you truly believe that he is the better quarterback, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you have faith in your quarterback. But I would take Quinn Ewers 20 times before I took him once. Oh yeah, TCU is going to try and throw. I like this morning on the Orange Bloods live show that I just did. I thought I was going to be high with 55%. I had 55 attempts in my prediction. My co-host has 60. So they're going to get up there. And where did I get the mini Smokey the Cannon? Look, I've had this question asked multiple times, and you're just not going to be able to find it. It's somewhere on the side of the road. Somewhere on the And so, I'm sorry, I had to answer a phone call real quick for my dad. So I'm gonna have to go here in just a second. But I'm not trying to gatekeep this, okay? This thing literally came off the side. I forget whether it was 183 or 1431. One of these roads, a decent ways, and there was just a dude parked on the side of the road. I was like, man, wow, cool. I was going to go visit some family. It's vacation time, Christmas time. I was like, hey, let me see what this guy's got. Just random. I had no idea there were cannons. Just said, let me just pull over, see what this dude's got, and then saw. I was like, wow, these are kind of cool. These are homemade, and I couldn't tell you what little side lot that he wasn't parked in a parking lot. It wasn't like a McDonald's or anything like that I can remember the name. Random dirt side lot on just the side of the road. I forget exactly where. So with that information in mind, 1431 or 183, one of those two roads. If you want to just drive up and down it and try and find the guy, by all means, go ahead and do it. There's literally I'm telling. There's no information on here. He didn't give me a card. Nothing. This is nothing. This is just, you see what you get. So, we'll see. Look, I have been looking. I'm trying to find it, and if I can find it, I will let y'all know. Because that is certainly something that people want a lot. But with that being said, I do got to go help my dad real quick. Got to go get him some little munchies. I do appreciate all the support and all of y'all for coming out. Thank you very much. We didn't talk much Quinn Ewers, but we talked a lot of we talked some TCU. We just kind of talked in general, and I really enjoyed doing this stuff. So I'm gonna start to do this more often again. Get back at it. I got out of the loop a little bit, but we're gonna start to be more consistent again, and hopefully we can get some more callers. It's been a while since I've had a caller. Like 3 shows now without a caller. So we'll see. Hopefully we get some callers, and I really do appreciate all y'all for tuning in. So with that being said, wait, hold on. I will answer that one. Hey, Paxton, if you want a Jonathan Brooks jersey, and this goes for anybody, if you want a Jonathan Brooks jersey, go over. We did a morning episode on Orange Bloods Live. Type in Orange Bloods Live, go find it, and put a score prediction. Paxton, if you put that score prediction down below in the Orange Bloods Live show, and we win 40-20, not that one, but there's a Jonathan Brooks jersey that looks a lot like that one that's going to be yours. It's going to have your name on it. Maybe not literally your name on it, but it'll have Jonathan Brooks' name on it, and it'll be signed. So, with that being said, I appreciate all the support, and as always, hope you all have a great day. Hope you all have a great night. Hopefully, Roshan Johnson and Deontay Foreman finish off having a great night. I got it. Hold on, I gotta redo the hook because I'm a dummy. I gotta wait for this to.